A guy doesn't wake up at 4 a.m. and make ice creams when he really doesn't care about making ice creams. So we really believe in this whole eat local, eat fresh. My name is Don. Been a part of Amadora in the last few months. A bit of my background. I originally a Chennaiite, born in the north of India but raised in the south of India. Got my start in the food business, I would say, during my college years in the United States. Worked with sort of a premium sandwich brand for about a decade in the US. I came back about a decade ago to India, was the first few initial customers of Amadora, fell in love with the product and joined a couple of months ago. And yeah, here to sort of help every Indian get a taste of Amadora. Like the classic answer is whatever you advertise sells best, right? I think it's a close call between 5-bean vanilla and caramelized white chocolate. I think our customer base is extremely wide. In the initial years, I think it was not as wide as it today, and I think because of social media, and I think a lot of the behavior that's being driven by technology and just overall consumption patterns, we're across the board. I see toddlers walking in here, the ones who can walk, all the way to 65, 70-year-old folks as well. I think we have people from different cultures as well, so it's not like I have people only from the south coming in or not, so it's quite a diverse base. I think it may be obvious or not, but I think the brand Amadora has become a very boutique niche brand. Within the premium brand itself, I think there are distinguishing aspects. While competitors like Haagen-Dazs, London Dairy, they might all be in the same category as us, but they don't have that sort of USP or that myth about them that it's a locally sourced brand run by someone who's experienced the West. So I think individuals or youngsters who are on social media, they want to associate with a brand because they then put themselves in a category, right? So I think even in the premium there is this bespoke brand, right? And that's what we are, a very customized, very local brand. And I think social media has just helped harness that up. The food is produced, I mean, we're sitting in Nongampakam, so the ice creams are handmade by Deepak every day.
Okay.
About 6-7 kilometers from here, in sort of the heart of the city, which is the new heart of the city around the Gindi area. Our ingredients, we start off with trying to source them first locally, that's within Chennai. Then if we don't find the best ingredient here, then we go regionally. And if we don't find that there, then we go nationally. If we don't, that's when we cross the borders. So we really believe in this whole eat local, eat fresh. For example, our strawberries will come from our local market, or we will go up to Kodaikanal and buy. So we truly believe in what our tagline is, right? Eat local, eat fresh. So and the ice creams are made every batch. So when you go out there and see a batch of vanilla ice cream, I only make 2 tubs in a batch, and that's the level of granularity and handmade ice creams that. Well, a lot of our stuff to begin with is natural ingredients, right? So if you're someone who's a bit diet centric, first thing you want to put is natural things in your body to begin with, right? So we use milk, we use local fresh ingredients. Also, we have a line of, say, sorbet/vegan ice creams.
Okay.
They used to be called a category called sorbet. Today they're more categorized as vegan, right? They are basically high grade water base. That's the base of it. So does diet play a role? I think people cheat, and they cheat in dessert. I think a person might eat one less kebab and might want to come have a cup of ice cream. But I don't think dietary patterns really impact us, especially because we are giving fresh organic ice cream. Right? You have to be passionate in what you're doing. You'll see one of the logos inside, part passion, part science. I don't think it's part passion, it's 99.9% passion. A guy doesn't wake up at 4 a.m. and make ice creams when he really doesn't care about making ice creams. Honestly, at the end of the day, he loves making ice creams. And if you're an entrepreneur out there, don't get in it for the money or the fame. Get into what you're doing if you really like. And then if you're doing something right, it's going to take its own path. But do it for the right reasons, don't do it for the wrong reasons out there.